As I travel across 3 different countries, working with sales managers and above and their sales forces, what I find is that sales managers and C-level executives are very well equipped as far as it really comes to recruiting salespeople. There's a host of questions all the time that I get, such as, how do I find the right candidate? What do I do? How do I do it? You know, how can we scale this the right way? There's just a zillion questions, but the fact of the matter is it comes down to some very basic things that I'm going to cover in the next succession of these videos. And the first one is this: you've got to really know the game that you're in. You have to know, you have to understand really the makeup of salespeople. So look at the graphic up here on the screen, and it's going to break our salespeople into 3 different categories. First of all, you've got the 3%ers, then you got the 27%ers, and then you got the 70%ers. And you know what? In this industry, we all want 3%ers. We want to find them, we want to hire them, we want to recruit them, we want them working for us. The 3%ers are those top-notch salespeople that basically are highest levels of discipline, great tenacity, know how to implement. And more importantly, because they know the game that they're in, all you got to do is give them the highest compensation package and then get out of their way. But they're very interesting. I call them F.O.N.s, F-O.N.s, freaks of nature. The challenge is with the freaks of nature is they're already working. They're already gainfully making commission and great employment at a company. So for you as a sales executive trying to get that 3%er, you've got to be able to have a recruiting program put into place that when they get dissatisfied or they find a compelling reason to leave their company and go to yours, that they'll think of your company first. Secondly, the group of 27%ers, those are the people that with the proper motivation, encouragement, support, training structure, that they will at some point become a 3%er in their career. And many of these people, like our 3%ers, are already working at another company. So what you have to do as a sales executive is be ready at that moment in time that when they get dissatisfied for whatever the reason is, and that radar comes out and they start searching, that they're going to think of your company first. Okay? Both the 3%ers, the freaks of nature, and the 27%ers, here's just a great interview question, but you can ask them this, is what do you want money for? Okay? The 3%ers and the 27%ers always say, I'm trying to build that impenetrable financial wall around my family. I'm trying to increase my savings account. I'm trying to become debt-free. Those are the answers that we're looking for that will prove that they are a true 27%er or a 3%er. So great interview question. And then last but not least, we have the bottom of the pile, the 70%ers. These are what I call the projects. These are people that are just existing. They're just going from paycheck to paycheck. They have very small levels of discipline, very little or no tenacity. They don't implement the right things. These are the people that call in sick all the time. They have car issues getting to the office, so on and so forth. Interview question, really easy. You know, again, what do you want money for? Oh, I want to pay bills. You know, we'll bless that person that needs to pay the bills, but the fact of the matter is if they're coming to your company, they need to increase their sales maturity and pull out of that 70% and become those 27s and 3s before they ever arrive at your company. You know, I have some companies here in Dallas that I work with that they don't want any 70%ers and will continue to recruit and recruit until they get that great mixture of that 27 and 3%. The other last thing about the 70%ers is this, is that typically all they're trying to do is just work hard enough to where you don't fire them. And if they do get fired, they're happy with it because their plan is on purpose is to go draw unemployment until they find another company to do the same thing. So it's very interesting as we look at this whole picture of the 3%ers, the 27s, and then that big 70% group, knowing the game that you're in. But you always have to be recruiting in an effort to get to those 27%ers and those 3%ers. If you have any questions, please contact me at the main website, which is chuckbauer.com.